Hey YouTube, welcome back. Problem number 2408. Design SQL. You are given n tables represented with two arrays names and columns where names of I is the name of the ith table and the columns of I is the number of the columns of the ith table. You should be able to perform the following operations. First, we have the insert. Insert a row in a specific table. Each row you insert has an ID. The ID is assigned using an auto increment method, where the ID of the first inserted row is 1 and the ID of each row inserted into the same table is the ID of the last insert row, even if it was deleted, plus 1. We have delete operation. So delete a row from a specific table. Note that deleting a row does not affecting the ID of the next inserted row. Number 3, select. We select a specific cell from any table and return its value. The implemented the SQL class. We have using JavaScript, so it's a function here. So we have the SQL here takes names and columns. We want to create the n tables. We have the insert row, and this one adds a row to the table name. It's guaranteed that the table will exist, and the size of the array row is equal to the number of the columns in the table. We have void delete row, and this one removes the row. We have the select cell. It returns a string, which is return the value of the cell in the row, which is the row ID. So let's see how we start by doing that. And this one, we can do it as follows. First, we need to call the SQL function or the SQL class or the SQL constructor. So first, we want to create something we call this.tables. This.tables, and this one will equals an object. Okay, and I will make a for loop for let I equals 0, okay, and I less than names dot length, okay, and I plus plus. And in this one I will say this dot tables of names of I will equal an object which will be have first columns, which will equal columns of I, and it will have rows which will be empty object for now, and it will have next ID which will equals 1. I will call it next ID which will equals 1. Okay, so what's doing here, what we are doing in this one, this is a constructor. In this one we initialize the tables directionally to store table information, and for each table we store its number of columns, and we initialize an empty rows directory and set the next ID to 1. And after that, we want to work in the insert row. The insert row, it will be first const table. It will be this dot tables dot of name. Okay. And when we got the table, this dot tables of name, yeah, we will get the ID. Const ID will equals the table dot next ID that we added. Okay, and we need to insert it. So first, I want to give it I want to give it the row, so I would say table dot row of the ID will equals the row that is in the insert here, and I want also to increase the next ID. So table dot next ID will be plus plus. So what's going on here? So in the insert row, first we retrieve the table object by name. After that, we assign the current next ID to the new row. Okay. After that, we add the row to the table's rows directory. And after that, we increment the next ID to the next insertion. Okay. Let's work on the delete row. I guess the delete row will be quite simple. It will be first, we will get the table again by name. And it will be also, we just delete the row. Delete table dot rows of row ID. Here in the deletion, we retrieve the table object by name. We delete the row with the given row ID from the table rows directory. Lastly, when I select the cell, and this one is, I guess it will be also 2 lines of code. It will not be that complicated. So again, we try to read the table, and after that, I would say we return tables table dot rows of row ID. Okay, and also we want a specific column, so I will put column ID -1 because it started from 0, and I guess that's it. Let's try to submit it. It's not working. Why it's not working? Let's see why. Why it's not working? Pop up. Unexpected identifier core rows. Why? Where is it? It's line 10. This one. Cannot set property of undefined setting to 1. I guess it's not row, it's rows. So it should be S. No. Yeah, it's working now. Okay. First, let's talk about the select cell. Here we retrieve the table as we always do, and after that we access specifying cell using the row ID and the column ID. And this one adjusting for 0 paged indexes by subtracting 1 from the column 1 ID. If we take this problem function by function, it will be really easy to do that. But what makes this problem medium is that you are required to make 5 or 4 functions in one set. So sometimes it will be quite overwhelming to add all of these functions and think about all of them. But yeah, that's it for this solution, and I hope you like my solution.